so sorry for like the wait about another video. Today, I'm doing my storyline for the NBA 2K25 game. So basically, this is for the cup, the NBA Cup. Low-key, not that bad at the game though. So if y'all wanna hit a club 1v1, you know, we could do that. Just comment. I'm trying to win this cup. Then after we win this cup, then we win that. So I just skip the thing. We gotta get this.
Welcome you to this NBA Cup game. And what a matchup we have here in the front court ring.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's got to be physical and highly intensified.
And for MP in this last group stage game, it's very important for him to have a great performance.
Yeah, MP has to be
I probably missed that.
his team's position in this final group stage game. All he can ask for is a
chance
to advance. Remember, MP's made it known he wants to live.
Oh, we're doing James Harden this
Here are
time.
the 5 for the Clippers. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spot.
Second line, give me that. Hey,
And it's Jones in at the 5 down low.
The floor spacing ability on display
all
by
right,
MP right
come on, Harden.
Pass to Powell. Outside Leonard. The 3 ball.
Come on, he can't make that.
The 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both
There's
teams
3 up right
working
now.
to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's MP.
That's in. Oh,
Well,
the
folks,
gold.
if you haven't been following his story since coming into the league, for all-time NBA rookies, he's now 5th place in three-pointers made.
You know, he's worked on his craft and improved in a short time here in his rookie season. He's got that beautiful touch as we've seen from
Come on.
these guys, but that's
Come on,
definitely
man.
not the
Come on,
only
Dunn.
way he can score. Dunn
Yo,
misses.
they can't snap me.
Let's
Let me see if I can hit a dunk real quick.
Start off the game.
One shot.
Well, defensively,
This is for YouTube.
these Minnesota
This is for
Timberwolves-
YouTube. Hey!
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Awesome
On
display
his
of athleticism
head.
captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3
Shoot,
from beyond
still
the arc so
angles.
far in the game.
If he made,
Here's
yo,
Harden.
alright, he
He's
made
now
that.
1 for 2 with that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively,
That's
that
it.
is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks.
Give me
that doesn't
3.
typically end well.
MP's shot is good.
Oh, nice jumper from MP there. But he is going to have to do a lot
I would
better
give
job
out my
if they
jump
want to
shot
contain it.
once
Leonard finds Dunn.
this video gets at
Now
least
Powell.
25 likes. That's it. Once we hit that 25, I'm gonna give out my jumper,
Hits the
and then
three-point bomb.
I
Leonard's
wanna
got
be going
6.
crazy.
You see the competitor in Leonard.
And if you're asking, I don't use Patrick Mills and Patty.
And here's MP for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
I'll tell you, this guy is
That was
going to be
easy,
a
bro.
problem for the defense. In this
This is
quarter,
already
he
the
has
first
been
down.
special.
We gotta win this cup.
Jones with the bounce pass. Here's Dunn.
Come on.
No good from outside. Minnesota leading by 6. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldrich. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch.
Sir.
Now, Coach told me the key is to stay disciplined on defense, especially when guarding James Harden. He said James is
James
special
Harden
offensively.
sucks.
He's a master at manipulating defenses and drawing fouls.
Don't
Of course,
bust him in
don't
the
make
old.
any easy points at the foul line. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
Oh, no. Now you missed that.
Timberwolves have gotten 6 or 7 shots to
Hold
fall.
on, let me hit a little turnaround real quick. Psych, step back. Step back.
And we're just
If I make that, I'm in.
minutes into the first quarter. Drills the three-pointer.
And I got takeover already.
Give him from behind the arc.
Pass to Powell. Now here's
All right.
Leonard.
Yeah, I already know what y'all trying to say. I need some
No good again that time.
The
ASD.
shooting numbers just
So-
aren't there yet in the quarter.
And finished off by
Alright, that's my
McDaniel.
first.
They've been
Jaded.
excellent so far,
Big.
coming in with a
Boom.
well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a streak.
Alright.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker.
gotta win
he's
this
checked in
chat.
for Gobert. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards.
I
Big
I
group
spent
substitution here for
10K
the Clippers.
for the mask.
Simmons checked
Just
in for Jones.
y'all care.
Batum
Yo,
comes
yo,
in
yo.
for Kawhi Leonard.
Alright.
Amir Coffey's checked in for Norman Powell, and it's Bogdanovich in for Chris Dunn. Here's Minnesota. They're on an 18-7 run. And here's MP
That's
for
in.
three.
Like,
And
my
again,
mid-range
Minnesota
shots
with
are
a triple.
10.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Here's Harden. And McDaniels with the block.
You have to be careful when Jaden McDaniels is
Ankles,
in
let
your
me
area as
get-
an offensive player. This
Oh,
guy is so elite
I understand why I
defensively.
missed.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harden the pass to Simmons. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he can't get the first one.
Boy, Ben Simmons, one of the most highly scrutinized players in the NBA, but I don't think you can doubt any of his defensive abilities. Cross-positional and big-time asset on that end.
The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Kings. Conley surveying the D. Randall no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And so it's MP making things happen for Minnesota. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Shayla, thank you for the roses.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. You've got Bogdanovich. Drew Eubanks out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Coffey in at the small forward. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Here's Coffey. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's the screen. Plenty of space. Mike Conley with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Conley. Still yet to score. Pass to Randall. 5 on the clock. From the wing. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Inside. McDaniels passes to Randall. And then Randall slams it in.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. And it's Leonard missing. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Now here's Leonard. Last game, 26 points. Leonard chewing him up inside.
Well, the mid-range is certainly the area that he is most comfortable. Kawhi Leonard, that's where he started, folks.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for McDaniel. Clark comes in for Alexander Walker. Edwards, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And MP, he's subbed in for Mike Conley. Big group substitution here for the Clippers.
So
Jones checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Norman Powell comes
thank you for the
in for Amir Coffey. Dunn, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Harden in for Eubanks. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timber...
for the Roses.
Alright guys, I just came back. Sorry for
been a problem for them, but not last year.
well, sorry for y'all waiting for me so long.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success.
Oh my God,
right?
Gabby
Because
Spain.
going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the
No way.
finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Here's Randall. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
About to get my assist
Randall's got his
at
second bucket of the game
ASTO.
to go.
The ability to get to the mid-range game is something Julius Randle has proven he can do.
From deep Harden. They get it back. Jones for three. And no good that time. Minnesota leading by 11. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. MP against Harden. Stolen by Harden. To the inside. Here's Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy
Yeah,
is
man.
an elite passer, and
Go
it's
to
on
Ali's.
display there.
Big James Harden, you're on real life.
Harden against MP.
tomorrow again.
MP showing the range.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And the first half is now in the books. Timberwolves lead by 12. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Insane with the gifts. Thank y'all for all the gifts. Like I said, top.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny, and what about you guys? Did you like to look ahead on the schedule, or did you take the one game at a time approach?
Well, I know Shaq liked to look ahead. He had to have his dinner reservations planned out way in advance.
Hey, eating well on the road is important.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
The defense should get a talk. They've been getting splashed on all game. And I'm just sitting back watching the show.
And as great as they've been, the show still has a second act. It can all change in a flash.
Can you say splash on TV?
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And you know he's
I'm actually so sorry, guys.
But boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Handle on the ball with Rudy Gobert. And it's MP in at point guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And those advanced numbers, Doors, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but he's also led the league in assists. So it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Leonard, no luck.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
MP, good.
MP is cooking right now. And, folks, this is exactly what we expected from this young man.
Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. Harden with the step.
Thank you for the
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Garza's checked in.
You were saying opening.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
Welcome, welcome.
Outside Leonard.
Like I said,
in the corner, Harden. Pass to Powell.
Somehow. I'll be opening this on my girlfriend.
Leonard with the ball. He's got 8. Launches a 3. Garza pulls it in.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
over the
MP, that's for 2. The Clippers grab the miss. Doris, recently the Clippers relocated their G League team, bringing basketball back to the city of San Diego.
Kevin, I absolutely love this because San Diego gets its first NBA representation since 1984. And yes, it's great for the city itself, but it's also a smart move by the NBA. You are tapping into an untouched market.
A nice shot by MP.
Now, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And as the group stage starts to wind down, here's what the standings look like so far.
And I'll tell you what, how about the level of excitement this tournament has brought to the NBA regular season? Can't wait to see how it finishes up.
Conley against Harden. Conley kicks to DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harden's got his 5th rebound in this one. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
Pass to Harden. Inside. Here's Jones. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's DiVincenzo. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bogdanovich, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I want to see more of this. Bogdan getting assertive and just forcing his will on the D.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw, no good. Like looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Simmons checked in for Derek Jones. Batum comes in for Leonard. And Amir Coffey is subbed in for Dunn. Good on the 2nd free throw.
And you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Clippers trail by 12. outside Bogdanovich. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bogdanovich has got his third basket of the and will complete this four-game homestand. For the Clippers, Eubanks comes in for James Harden. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Amir Coffey. Setting the floor for the Clippers. And small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum.
Put your ball down, Andre Tate. Andre Tate looking nice. Give me that shit.
Again from distance.
And defenses around the NBA have to deal with his three-point marksmanship. And he's already proven in his...
It took at least 25 minutes to complete this.
To slow him down.
It has been a lot of fun, hasn't it, to watch him expand his skill set this season. And lo and behold,
we already won
holds
this.
the fourth spot all time for three-pointers in a rookie
if I dunk on this man's head,
that is amazing.
It's kind of crazy.
Here's MP. Taps the rim.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter.
I made my character.
Leonard the pass to Simmons. And good that time. Timberwolves leading by 12.
Oh my.
MP outside.
From deep.
Three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside, Simmons. Clippers moving the ball around. Batum passes to Eubanks. They double him with MP. Outside for Simmons. 6 to shoot. Nobody near Leonard. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's MP. Right through contact. MP.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout.
Wow, he was turning out, but they suck.
And intent.
Skip that timeout.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Eubanks. Norman Powell comes in for Nicholas Batum. Dunn, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And James Harden has subbed in for Simmons. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. Coach told his guys, lock in. This is it. Leave everything out on the floor. A simple message down the stretch. We'll see if it resonates. Guys?
Thank you, David. Dunn finds Leonard. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time...
And again for three.
Well, as the three-point bombs keep raining down, he's just moved up one more rung on the all-time list for three-pointers in a rookie season.
The three-point prowess is evident. Such a huge addition to this team.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
Puts up a three. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Done outside. Here's Leonard. Rebound, Minnesota.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Timberwolves.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
The three from MP. Good, another from three.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Powell for three. That one, no good. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Chris Dunn picks one up.
I'm bad at
He
these.
still gets the shot in the air. Other young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
That one misses. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Fires the three. The two
Oh,
grabs the
nah,
miss.
man. No way I'm missing everything now.
Here's Simmons. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
We won, bro. It's just...
So it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This team is still perfect in the NBA Cup. 4-0. They are group winners.
And now as we enter the knockout stage, they're one of my favorites in the Cup. They've played that well.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Bruh. We didn't even win the cup, bro.
That's one of the greatest shooting seasons a rookie has ever had.
Oh, well, that's the end of the video. Have a good day.